Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Sowing and Reaping YouTube channel. This is going to be an interesting show. I got to admit, this one made me laugh. So what we're going to do first is we're going to address something that was said, this rumor going around. The number two, I'll address the comment that you guys saw. And then number three, we'll get to the main event. Okay, so let's get to this rumor. G-Man apparently sent them money. Anybody who's watching this who has this video that they want me to take a look at, I will gladly respond to it because this is news to me. I didn't send them any money. At least nothing like they're claiming, like $500 or whatever. I didn't send them any money. So whoever is coming up with this rumor, although I got a pretty good idea, GP, you know what I mean? I think he's probably the one doing it with a sock account. But if there's anybody out there that's got a video that they want me to look at concerning this rumor, that would be great. That I gave them money or whatever. All right. So does anybody have a link for me? Now, if you don't have a link for me, let me just address this rumor real quick. The rumor that I gave them money, I'm assuming significant money or whatever, because I think I know what they might be talking about, is about as true as leprechauns existing in your backyard. Okay, so that's why they're called rumors. But anyway, let's get into this though. I do want to show everybody something. I got something interesting here to show you guys. Just give me a second here. As you know, anybody can look at their Cash App history. So I'm going to show you guys something here real quick on my Cash App. And I'll show you what I did do though. Remember when I told you guys I almost gave them $100? Remember when I told you guys I almost gave them $100, but I called Veckel. Veckel talked some sense into me because I was calling him up and I was concerned about Matthew 25, where it says that, I was hungry, you gave me nothing to eat. I was thirsty, you gave me nothing to drink. I was naked, you didn't give me any clothes. I was sick, you didn't come and visit me or whatever. Let me stop the notifications on this thing. And that almost made me act because I saw a video. And I tend to forget, and this Shanny and Rev aren't the only people. There are other people in my life who have a tendency of trying to manipulate me into things. And my sister said to me that I need to go get help because I keep getting manipulated by people. That's pretty funny. I had to laugh at that one. But then I took it a little bit more seriously, and I was like, well, what kind of help? Should I get counseling from the Lord? Should I go pray? Should I spend some time around Christian? Like what should I do? You know what I mean? Listen to me. Everybody gets conned on a daily basis. There are people with no issues whatsoever who get conned. Just look at the Jamaican scammers, the Indian scammers, and all those other people and whatnot. But I do want to show something I think that was kind of funny on my Cash App, though. I think a lot of you will get a kick out of this one. I actually practiced something for a minute that you guys normally do. So let me show you something here real quick. And like I said, then we get to the main event because I got some funny footage for you guys here. I sent Shanny for her Cash App is Shanny Dorn. Okay. And I sent her $2 and I told Rev to come to the house when I was over there. And this is the proof. But you notice anything different there? Pay attention. What does it say? Refunded. It was refunded. And you can all see it for yourself. It was refunded. It was a whopping $2 because I wanted him to come to the house because they were making it sound like that they were starving and they were hungry and everything else in the book. And again, I used to have a friendship with them, so this ain't all that easy for me just to cut them off cold turkey like that. Hence, and mind you, when that happened all around the same time when Veckel, told me, bro, don't do that. Let them learn the hard way or whatever, right? But as far as any rumors about me going out there and selling games and giving them the money, that's just stupid. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. When you have been played the way I've been played on YouTube on numerous occasions, after a while you get kind of sick of it. You know what I mean? And like I said, if I would have gave them any cash, it would have been in person, or I would have talked to them on the phone first to find out what their situation was. I probably would have went to Uber Eats or something like that, or DoorDash, I think it's called. And I think it's another one that's called where you do the grocery shopping. I would have had it dropped off over there. I didn't do any of those things. because I talked to Veckel, and Veckel talked some sense into me. Because I had an issue with Matthew 25. For those of you who are Christians and you know what Matthew 25 teaches, you understand what I'm talking about. For those of you who are not Christians, it simply talks about when Christ comes back and he judges us, he's going to look at our actions. He's going to look at the people who say that they belong to him, and whether or not you fed them when they was hungry, whether or not they were thirsty, because it was like you was doing it unto him. And the people that was going to end up going to hell didn't even try at all. You know what I mean? They didn't do any of those things. You know what I mean? And it was attributed as if you did that to Christ. So that's something that goes through my head a lot. But I assure you, I'm a lot stronger. Especially, by the way, shout out to what I believe in, an atheist on YouTube. I forgot all about this video that you guys are going to take a look at soon. Everybody go over there. And this is me, a Christian, a guy who doesn't even like atheists on YouTube. I want everybody to go over there and get this video a thumbs up. Because you want to talk about the Lord validating, not doing anything for them anymore for a while, at least until they get themselves together or whatever, or at least try. Shanny and Rev, I hope you're paying attention. I hope you're watching. I hope you're sneak watching, because I didn't, it's either I forgot about this or I haven't even seen this video, because I was like, because I have this guy on Skype. I don't know who he is. I can get my other phone and give you a Skype name. I don't know if he'll appreciate that. But he told me, G-Man, if you ever feel weak, like you're going to like give in to the things that Shanny and Rev is saying, just watch this video. And I want everybody to take a look at this video. For all the people who was there when I was in that house the first time, when I was getting called the N-word, when I was accused of stealing, when I was being illegally evicted in the snow. For all of you people out there who remember all of that and have intimate details about that, I want you guys to listen to this. And I want you to imagine like my blood vessels getting ready to pop out of my brain. I was so angry at this when I saw this. This one legitimately triggered me. I got to show you this one here, guys. I got to show you this, because this is Shanny and Rev talking to me after they threw me out. I want everybody to watch this. Shanny and Rev, I hope you're watching this. Don't run. Don't claim your internet's not working. I want you to watch this. I want you to watch this. Okay? And then you'll understand why you're going through what you're going through. And no, it's not G-Man getting revenge. Because if I was going to get revenge, I wouldn't let you stay in there one day. I would have been a whole lot more crueler. All right? Me getting revenge and you guys getting revenge, two different things. So let me show you the Shanny and Rev and give you a little reminder of what you guys said. Now, mind you, there is no wet brain here. There's no alcoholism here. Okay, there's no wet brain, there's no alcoholism. None of that stuff's going. They are perfectly in their right mind when this is happening. Shanny's able to get up and walk. She went to go see Detective Pikachu. She went and go. She had no problem going to these restaurants. She had no problem walking around, cleaning her house, all this other stuff and whatnot. Had no problem doing those things. Check this out. I'm gonna mute this microphone. Some of you probably saw this video, but when I saw this, like I said, this legitimately triggered me. I almost did this video at 2 o'clock in the morning. All right, that's how much it triggered me. So let me show everybody this here. Oh God, man! I want y'all to take a look at this here. So I gotta mute my microphone.
But he still is putting on this fake deal.
Yeah, I mean, how long is he going to drag this? Shanny and Rev made me lose the house. It's been 9 months. You telling me in 9 months he couldn't get a job?
9 months? Come on, dude.
In this economy, when job unemployment is the lowest it's ever been.
You know the convenient we always used to go to get the beers?
Mm-hmm.
They were looking for new people every month there.
Yes.
Because it's a college town and people leave and they're in need of employees. They were always like, why don't you come and work here, dude? You're here all the time. I'm like, dude, I'm not going to work if I don't have to, because my tax person tells me not to work, because if I did, I'd be making too much money, and it would put me in a higher tax bracket, and I'd be fucked with taxes. That's why I don't work, folks. I have job skills. I can operate a cash register. I can add 2 and 2. I have job skills. My tax situation is such that I can't work because it would put me in a higher tax bracket and I'd be paying huge taxes. Okay? My mother was in the same position. I have job skills. My tax situation is such that I can't work because it would put me in a higher tax bracket and I'd be paying huge taxes. Is such that I can't work because it would put me in a higher tax bracket and I'd be paying huge taxes. Okay? My mother was in the same position and people were always jealous of her too. That's why I don't work, folks. I have job skills. I can operate a cash register. I can add 2 and 2. I have job skills. My tax situation is such that I can't work because it would put me in a higher tax bracket and I'd be paying huge taxes. Okay? My mother was in the same position and people were always jealous of her too. It's jealousy.
And I just married into it.
That's cool. It just is.
And I don't think many people would not understand that. I think many people understand that you'd put your family first before other people that you don't know.
I had a
and you've never met in your entire life.
I had a very good friend, and I won't mention his name. I can't help.
I'm sorry. My bad. Now, I don't know if you guys know where they are, but I was this close to going live last night and telling you all where they were. I was angry. I was hot. And I was going to go into typical G-Man. I was going to go full G-Man ×3. And I was just going to just go off on these two. You know what I mean? Because I don't remember seeing this video. I don't remember seeing this video. If I did, and somebody find the video where I respond to it, that would be great. Probably will be on either the Mark by God with GTV and around. I don't think I don't think I've seen that video. It might be on an old Mark by God video. So if you got my Mark by God videos on one of your archive channels, you can give me a link. That'd be great. So I want to address some of the things that was said there. I remember when all of that stuff happened and they illegally evicted me from that place. She was saying that she wanted that I needed to get a job. You know what I mean? Rev can't work because he would be in the highest tax bracket. Now, that statement I've heard him say before on Shanny's Hangouts that she was doing with Big C and all of them. If you go find those videos, you'll hear them talking about that a lot. As a matter of fact, they're very specific about how much money he actually had at that time, which is why a lot of people are questioning whether or not he was really worth $700,000, right? He said that he would be in a higher tax bracket, and that's why, you know, he don't want to work. And he also said, well, what was the other thing he said? He said that people were jealous of his mom and everything, right? See, you know what? I got to go in a brief intermission because I'm going to say something here. So let me just calm down a little bit first. Probably shouldn't have played that video. Like I said, I was thermonuclear mad last night. But let me go in a brief break and get some water. I'll be right back. If you can touch my head, right now, it's you would think I have a fever. You would think that I would have a fever. But see, I got to be careful because I'm a Christian and I can't say certain things. I don't have the freedom that other people in here does to express themselves, because if I could, the things I would be saying to these two, it wouldn't even be funny. All right. Try to put this nicely. You know what? Okay. Rev and Shanny, didn't y'all do porn? Didn't y'all do porn and call that work? I did porn. Yeah, I did an OnlyFans. She's constantly calling YouTube work, and I'm gonna show you proof of that in a minute. I couldn't find all the thousands of videos, but I do got one recent one that she did. Because honestly, I just didn't want to listen to all that no more. But they're sitting there laughing, and they're making jokes, and they're doing all of this different stuff, talking about doing something for people who they didn't even know. That they didn't even know. That they didn't even know. I know what I'm going to do in this full video. So, like I said, without the risk of being all over the place, like I sometimes do when I get on these videos, I need to stay focused. All I know is this. If I would have saw that video when they knocked on that door, when they came from when their uncle threw them out, they would have never gotten there. It would have been a whole bunch of praying Christians to change my mind about that. There is no way in God's green earth I'd have let them in there had I seen it. All I know is this. All I know is this, Rev. Now that I've met you in person, and Shannon, now that I've met you guys in person, I spent a significant amount of time around you two. You not wanting to work had nothing to do with the taxes. It had nothing to do with how much money you thought you had or what you had or whatever. It had nothing to do with whether or not you knew somebody or didn't know somebody. It had nothing to do with that. You yourselves just said that the convenient market. I'm about to hit you guys with a truth bomb. With a truth bomb. You yourself said that the convenient mart is always trying to hire somebody. As a matter of fact, I walked in that same convenient mart. This is why I got to be careful, because I know this, the topic that I'm about to get into, some of you are sensitive on. But there was a person working there. I don't know if he had attention deficit disorder or he had something and it was obvious to everybody. But the people in that particular area are very nice to people who have these shortcomings. When you walk in the store, you smile, you say hello, you ask them how they're doing. People are very nice over there towards the people. But the point of the matter is he was behind a register and he was working. Okay? Takes you roughly about 150 steps to walk from that house. No, not 150 steps. Maybe 200 to 250 steps to get from that house to the convenient mart. And you never went there and even tried. You never even tried. But you had enough time to go down there and buy a Red Bull. You had enough time to go down there and get this chip challenge that you did. You had it. Yes, you got it from the convenient mart. You told me. All right. You had enough time to go over there and flirt with girls. You had enough time to talk about not wanting to be with Shanny no more. You had enough time to go over there and do all this other stuff over there, including be accused of having an affair with Shanny, according to her or whatever. But you didn't have time to go in there and say, "Are you guys hiring? I need a job. I'm in a desperate situation." You see what's happening? See, let me tell you, I have to apologize to the people. This is people in general, because there are Catholics going after them. There are Christians going after them. There are atheists going after them. Some really bad atheists going after them. And I believe, you know what, Veckel? I don't need to be convinced of this no more. I believe that these two are undergoing correction and chastening. That God is going to obliterate what you guys see, that is Shanny and Rev. He is going to humble them. He's going to humble them and humble them and humble them until they repent. stop doing the things that they're doing to get their lazy behinds to go get a job, right? I want to show you guys something here. Listen to what this woman. I'm gonna make a rap about you, Shanny, because then I can get out everything that I want to say about you. And my atheist own rap, the one I put on private, that's going right back on here. I'm gonna take the other one down, and the one where I mentioned you as being a pig in the zoo, that one's coming back on YouTube again. So y'all can look for that, because you're gonna get a whole bunch of notifications from the G-Man channel that I made that one public, and I'm gonna share it all over the place so that people can see it again. Because like I said, that one right there got me angry. Like I said, you touched my head, you thought I have a fever right now. But I want to show you guys another video here. All right. This particular video is Shanny on Twitch talking. Matter of fact, I'll let you all see this here. Okay. Remember what they just got finished saying about finding a job. Not wanting to work about it in different tax bracket at all. Remember what they just got finished saying with all of that. Take a look at what she says on Twitch. A lot of you already heard this, but I want you guys to see this. Then you're going to see me handle my business on here. So let's just do this here real quick. I'm going to mute. Hold on. I got to mute so you can hear the video. I'm only going to play about 20 seconds of it.
Get decent internet, I'm gonna be like streaming like fucking mad, making money for the fam, because I need to make money for my family, and this internet isn't working very well, so I can make money for my family, so I can get out of this shitty place, so I can take a fucking shower, and I can buy some fucking clothes, because G-Man threw them all fucking away, that fucking piece of shit. He threw my clothes away.
That's when you know I'm mad. When I forget to unmute myself and I start making mistakes like that, that's when you guys know I'm mad. Okay, so I didn't throw your clothes away. Revelation JWE threw away your clothes. Okay? Do you know why he threw away your clothes? Because you guys never did your laundry. Your clothes smelled like cat pee. It smelled like funk. If you ever seen and by the way, if you're homeless and you're on the street and you're watching this, please don't take this personal. But if you've ever smelled an alcoholic bum on the street who has pooped and doodled on themselves and peed on themselves before, that is what those clothes smell like. He took the whole bag and he threw the stuff in the garbage. A lot of you don't even notice, but he's calling himself a minimalist now. He doesn't want anything no more. He's changed his whole worldview. He doesn't want to own anything. He threw away your clothes, Shanny. He told me to throw away that other stuff that was in there. When are you going to address your own issues and address that so-called man you got regarding that? He told me to throw that stuff away. As far as like the games and some of the other stuff and whatnot. Nobody on YouTube would have took that smelly crap. Nobody. Your man threw away your clothes. The shirt that you're wearing in that video, I paid for. I paid for that shirt. The avocado shirt that Rev has, I paid for that. You ungrateful walrus. We're going on another commercial break because I'm going to mess around and say something on YouTube for the first time if I don't. let's just move on with the video. The bottom line is, at the end of the day, these lazy heifers don't want to do nothing for themselves. They're lying about nobody being able to hire them. I will show you guys another link. I ain't showing nobody nothing different on here or nothing new. Somebody with some creativity who can think, who can focus longer than 5 seconds, because I can't do it today. I honestly can't do it. And I'm pretty creative about how I go after people, but I can't do it today because this made me mad. You have no idea how angry this made me. I'm not gonna punch my laptop. Ain't nobody gonna be making a YouTube video claiming that G-Man punched his laptop. But that Walrus needs to get off her fat behind and go do something for herself. Anyway, give me a second here. That ain't the only thing that's ticking me off on here. There are some people on here with theories who don't know the timeline. Who, I mean, obviously they know. They have their opinions about me as a person. They have their opinions about Shanny and Rev. Okay, the only reason I even know anything about the idea of them running a fraud with me against me or whatever, or trying to use me to pay off their little bills so they can get their house back is because of this YouTube channel. And I have to give them credit, because had I not seen that, that would have never went through my head. Although I was wondering, why did he take his last little bit of money? You know what I mean? Because he had $4,000. 2 of it went on a lawyer, and 2 out of my pocket went on a lawyer. And because I learned from the first time not to believe a word that comes out of their mouth and get everything on paper. And I got everything. First it was emails, then it was lawyer. I'm not doing nothing unless it's in writing. I wasn't paying for nothing unless it was in writing. But anyway, the person who has this YouTube channel is the one who gave me this theory, and it's suggesting the theory that there was 2 reasons. One of them had to be that I was taking it, that Shanny was using me as a backup plan and was just using him until his money was gone or whatever. And Rev, you need to hear that, you dummy. You're stupid, dude. You're stupid. You're stupid. You let this woman come all the way from Minnesota, come all the way into your life, and spin you into Armageddon. Because you're stupid. You're dumb. You lack normal intelligence. Then, on top of that, you give her your Durango like a dummy. She can't even drive, according to her. Technically, she's supposed to be dead. You know, the death sentence and all that. You lying barracuda. You're dumb, Rev. You're stupid. You should not be, no one should talk to you like a man. You have not reached adulthood, dude. You're stupid. You want to know why you're stupid? Because you're allowing this woman to destroy, basically, okay, I'm sorry. They were saying that you had a baby carrot and everything and whatnot, right? I'm not going to go there. See, what I'm going to say is that you ain't got no balls. Somebody with some balls, some guts and courage, they would just walk away from the situation that you're in. But you won't do it because you're stupid. You're dumb and you're gullible. And you're allowing that con artist you call a wife to destroy what's left of your pathetic dignity. Neither one of them shower. Neither one of them put on deodorant. Neither one of them put on body spray. I had to get them body spray. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to pause it no more. Next time when I get on camera, I'm going to show people what I was actually giving them as far as body spray goes. If a Christian's watching this, please forgive me, but I am very angry because I forgot about, like I said, a lot of that stuff that happened the first time, you know, that particular video, I just don't remember seeing that, because if I would have if I would have saw that video, like I said, I would have had some people preaching to me. There are people on here who've been watching me long enough that knows. They know. They know. Vengeance is the Lord's. It is his to repay. And I'm going to tell you something. Had I saw it, listen to me. I'm going to show that video to the one or two supporters he may still have that is in my circles. He won't have them no more. Sit there and make fun of somebody who wasn't working, dude. Anyway, I want y'all to take a look at this. This is made by the same YouTube channel. Again, this is my first time seeing this particular video, but it is not. But I watched this channel before. I watched the video where he talked about his theories. I want y'all to take a look at this. We're gonna go back to the Shanny Wakey Bakies. I want y'all to take a look at this here a minute, and then I want to get to my little fun that I'm gonna have here. Okay, so let's get to that. You know what? Before I share this, Shanny, Rev, you should be lucky that I'm at least 150 to 200 miles away from you. You're lucky. You're lucky. No, I'm not going to hit you. No, I'm not going to go over there and do any violence or anything like that. But you wouldn't be where you are right now. That's a promise. I guarantee you that. Got a lot of evil stuff going through my head with the stuff that I know I can do. Far worse than what these people on the internet can do. In terms of like actually knowing where you are, actually knowing who to call. I have Megan's number. I have I forget the other lady's number, but I have Megan's number, and you know full well I'm talking about the lady from CPS. I have those people's phone numbers. Like I said, that one really irritated me. Watch, I have to delete this stupid video. But anyway, somebody probably recording it. So anyway, let me do a quick screen share. I want to show everybody this here real quick. And I want you to read the comments that's on there. Then you'll understand why I had to start the way I did.
All right, guys. So this is in reference. This is in response to G-Man's latest little short video that he's got up there. So let's discuss a little something. Back when Shanny and I were in Colorado, so I had wet brain and I was not doing well. And my wife, this is my wife we're talking about, Shanny, she had reins over everything because my wet brain was so bad that I wasn't really even capable of doing like bills, and she was very amazing and handled that well. Now, G Man, when you were out and out in Beverly Hills, down and out, homeless, you were staying in our place, and you were in need of food. You said this to us, and said how Christian it was, and how much you admired what we did at the time. Uh, it was Shannon that was sending you the money. Now, why was it Shannon sending you the money? Well, because I was incapacitated, and she's my what will you call authority, like power of attorney, all of that. That's she's so she had custody of that money. She was giving it to you, not me. So if you're saying that you're cutting her out now, are you seeing what I'm getting at here? We were married, so she had total control over it. Do you want to say something? No. So this arena mode that you're in, G-Man, at this point is now causing you to lie, like the reaction channels. So you owe me because you said you were going to do this, and I'm accepting it because I'm in need. So you owe me and Shanny the money that you said you were going to pay us from that house. Stop lying, because this stuff makes you lie, and you need to repent of it because you know this stuff is not true. So I'm going to defend Shanny again because this is ridiculous, and you know it's ridiculous, and you're only saying this stuff because you feel cornered of the stuff that's going on in your life. And that's why this happened in the first place. You feel so cornered in your own life because of your finances. You're trying to brag to people that you're in good financial shape, and you are not. So I'm defending my wife. G-Man, you better start shutting up about Shanny, because I'll come at you more.
That's a new record. 4 times I forgot to unmute. 4 times. First, and we've already addressed this on this YouTube channel, Rev J.O.B, Jason. I mean, you call me by my name on your channel all the time, right? You're not married. You're committing fornication. You two have been in. Hold on a minute. You're committing fornication. You guys have been in sin for the longest. You're not married. She's not obligated to you, and you are not obligated to her. Out of convenience, you two sleep on the same bed and deal with each other because neither one of you can financially get up and leave whenever you want. How blunt do you want me to be? You're her man whore, and she's a slut. Anything else you want to talk about? Oh, I'm sorry. Not only are you a man whore, but you're a man whore with no dignity, who did porn and wants to be respected as a Christian. Then you have your slut that you call your wife, who not only wanted you, but wanted drag at the same time. Tried to get me involved in that filth and other YouTubers. She recently made a wait. It wasn't a recent video. It was one of those videos regarding life of a free spirit, and one of those people, Callie or something like that, in which this woman said that she would lick her. Now, it is no secret on where I stand on that particular topic about a woman with a woman. No secret about where I stand on that. So, your slut, sexually confused whore that you call a wife, and do you know why I can say this? Because you know you can't whoop my behind, boy. You can't whoop my behind, Junior. You can barely stand up. That's not your wife. That's your booty call. The state of Colorado, the state of Pennsylvania, state of New Jersey, the state of California, no other state in the union recognizes you two as being married. Now, let's talk about how she was in control of all of your money and everything. Rev, listen to me. There's a lot of people on here there's a couple of people on here who may have talked to you on the phone. There are a few people watching right now that has experience with dealing with you guys in a stream, or being in a room with you, or debating one of you. There's only but so many idiots on YouTube you're going to be able to deceive with that moron nonsense. Now, what in order for me to do anything with it, now, Rev, I want you to pay attention to this because this is why I call you stupid, dude. Okay, you made the YouTube video because your Lord and Savior, Shanny for self, Shanny for the devil, Shanny for Satan, Shanny for sluts, and now Shanny for lols because they destroyed her on YouTube. Well, actually, she destroyed herself. Told you to make that video. Now, let me educate a few of you on here about this. Some of you already know this now, okay? When a house is in your name, nothing gets done without dealing with that person. Now, I apologize for talking to a lot of you like you're dumb because I know a lot of you understand this already. So you got to admit that, I've been on the phone with him on multiple occasions with either the authorities, the city, or anything like that. And without his approval, I couldn't really do anything over there. Couldn't work on the roof. Couldn't do none of the things that I was doing over there without his. Shanny can't say jack. Her name ain't on the deed. I had to go through him. In control of your money, huh? You never gave permission for nothing, huh? Dude, let me tell you something. I got a video with you having so-called wet brain, and mind you, as a Christian, I got a totally different opinion about wet brain. This is what I think you was. You was a recovering alcoholic, a person who sinned against God on multiple occasions. Like, I got problems. I got problems. I got problems. You was an alcoholic. You were a violent alcoholic. Now you're a delta head, right? A violent delta head. Plenty of videos that exist with you knowing what you're doing and what you're saying. Plenty of videos. One of those excuses with the dummies out there who believe you. Leave that away from me, dude, because you know full well that garbage ain't working on me. You gonna come at me? Dude, don't sing it. Don't sing it. Bring it. Bring it. And I will pulverize you on here, dude. These guys, burnt toes and drag, and they're playing with you. I will pulverize you. I will get on here and spit so many facts that you won't even show your face on here anymore. With the receipts. Do not play with me. Have any of you noticed that they haven't refuted nothing that I said during the interview with Drag? They haven't refuted nothing that I said on this channel. Do you want to know why? It can't be refuted. Wait until I show you how many times I got called the N-word while they were living there. I don't know nothing yet. You're gonna see. You're gonna see. But anyway, and how I'm continuously being blamed by your own admission, Rev, for Shanny's poor decision making regarding your money. You're awesome, beautiful, bodacious slut that you call a wife helped you spend you into homelessness because you did not have her spine and tell her to stop. You know, as you said, having a family is really expensive. But anyway, one of the things that did get me on this video was he was saying that I took advantage of a dude that had wet brain and I took advantage of a woman who was on drugs. Y'all go get in the time machine. You go look at those videos, and you go look at the state that Rev was in when they said, J-Man, when G-Man was minding his business, G-Man was going toe-to-toe with the Hebrew Israelites and the atheists on YouTube. G-Man was minding his own business, wasn't asking nobody for nothing. They called me. That was the first time. The second time, guess what? They called me. Mike took advantage of these guys. The reality is, Rev, I've done more for you and I've done more for Shanny than you ever did for me, man. I did more for your ungrateful behind than Shanny or you combined has done for me. I'm not getting no reward in heaven for saying this. I'm not getting I don't want brownie points with people on the internet. I am going to publicly embarrass you on this topic. You show your receipts and then let's look at mine and you'll get embarrassed. When you were so-called rich, I was paying your light bill. When you were rich, I was paying your phone bill. Or when y'all was pretending to be rich, right? Be glad when Christ comes back and deal with these ungrateful. But anyway, so getting back to the actual video. They have the arrest video, Rev. They're watching you talk to the police when you quote unquote got wet brain. How many of you know that they were arguing over me? They had a conversation about me. And that's what started the argument. I'm not even there. I'm minding my own business. Now, granted, we ain't necessarily on talking terms or whatever. I'm making my YouTube videos about them and whatnot, making claims and everything and whatnot, saying things that I'm saying, but they're arguing about me. Shanny calls the police on Rev, and then Shanny gets arrested. That's God, Shanny, punishing you. You keep talking about all these legions of angels coming after me, causing me to trip and causing me to fall. You want to know why you're where you are right now? Because you reap what you sowed. You didn't listen to Christ. You listened to yourself. You listened to your belly. This is your God, Shanny, your stomach. It's been your God for a long time. You worship pizza. You worship donuts. You worship all kinds of unhealthy food. You don't worship no Jesus, because if you did, you would have been diligent with your money. How many of you know when they were living in that house, Shanny was making money? And then she would get the money and she would take it and buy Delta 8. They never offered me a dime in rent. They never offered me a dime. They never offered me a penny in rent. Ever. Rev goes, oh yeah, she only made $300 on YouTube. So how much of that she gonna give me? Well, you know, she bought medication because she claimed she was in so much pain. Shanny, if I was not a Christian, I'd be wishing a lot of stuff on you right now. You just don't know. But you want to know what? I need to keep all of that to myself because, like I said, I'm very angry right now. Probably going to regret saying some of this stuff. But you and your... Pretty soon, you guys going to be holding up cups going, can you spare a quarter? Can you spare a nickel? A dime, a nickel, or a penny? Can somebody spare some change? That's your future if you don't get up your lazy rear ends and get a job. Now, Shanny, you say, how do you get a job, right? How do you get a job? You know what? A person who's got borderline personality disorder has imaginary blood clots in her legs, imaginary cancer, diagnosed by a make-believe doctor who doesn't even exist, telling you all this stuff about yourself. Rev is just a jerk, right? Rev, let me give you a diagnosis, dude. Get over yourself. You made a mistake. You spent your money on stupid stuff. And just like everybody else who did that before you, now you got to start from the bottom and you got to work your way back up. It's called working, dude. And I actually took the liberty, since you and your woman is so lazy and can't go to Google and can't actually look at, I want to show you some of these jobs that you can go out there and get. You know, we talked about raking leaves. You know, it's going to get cold. So it's getting cold now. You might be able to shovel some snow, you know, when the time becomes appropriate. There are farms where they got cow manure and dog manure and all. You can go out there and get a bag like this. You know, you can go pick that stuff up. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things that you can do. A lot of things that you can do. You can work for the incinerator company. Do you know what that job entails? Holding on to a moving vehicle, stopping, coming off the moving vehicle, getting a garbage can, dumping the garbage into the truck, putting the garbage cans back, getting back on the vehicle, and going to the next house. Then when you get to that house, you come off the garbage truck, you get the can, you dump the trash in the truck, you put it back, and you get back on the truck. Oh, I forgot. You guys don't know how to mop and sweep. I forgot about that. My bad. I don't know. Maybe you don't got the qualifications for that, because in that last video, you said you had job experience, dude. The only job I ever seen you have on YouTube, the only job I've ever heard you have, dude, where it was a 9 to 5, is doing porn on OnlyFans. Does anybody know how much money they actually made on OnlyFans? If somebody can let me know on a live chat, exactly how much money did they make on OnlyFans during that whole entire time they were doing it? Does anybody have any idea how much money that they made? Because I believe they went from $29.99 to $6.99. How do you go from $30 to $7? And Shanny, I've been dying to tell you this too. When you do porn and everybody sees porn, that's not sexual harassment, you idiot. So anyway, can somebody please tell me how much money they made? Somebody said they owe. They owe. How does that work? Only one person bought it, so they made $30. So they took off all of that. What? $3.99. So you're telling me that they took off all of their clothes in public, had sex with each other, so everybody could see it, and they made $3.99? Oh, they made $5. Sabella said they made $5. They made $5 having sex with each other. $5. Everyone got sick and wanted a refund. Oh man. So Shanny. Okay, let me stop looking at this live chat. So you made $5 being a sex worker, as you would call it. Shanny, when you talk about, actually, I was gonna do the Bill Cosby thing. I'm not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. But anyway, Shanny, I want to try to help you find a real job, because you're gonna need it. You're gonna need a real job. I mean, think about the shit. You bust your rear end. You bust your butt. You're the only one working. You worked so hard when you were living with your mom, Shanny. You worked so hard to manipulate this man on the phone. You manipulated him on YouTube. You drove as fast as you could, you know, with your blood clots and everything and whatnot, right? Because you were heavier back then. And you drove all the way to Duluth. You drove all the way to, from Duluth. And then you got to Pennsylvania. Okay, can somebody tell me how I can get to Scranton? Oh, okay, GPS. Okay, so you got to Scranton, and then Rev saw you. Rev took a look at you, looked up, looked down, and was like, you know what? I ain't really feeling this relationship. Here's some gas money. No, you got to take care of this family. And use all of your manipulation skills to the 50th power, and you got your man. And more importantly, you got his wallet. And when you got his wallet, you wasn't letting that man go. Nobody could talk to him. Not even me. You protected him until he was broke. You told him, it's only money. It's only money. Splurge. Jesus Christ is going to return because you know the skies are turning red. And as a seraphim and a seraphim and as an angel, I can tell by Bible prophecy that he's going to come back. And you fell for it. Like it was true. Like it was all true. You listen to Shanny talk about the Bible as if that woman knows what she's talking about. I'm not worried about you making any videos, Rev. You should be worried about actually having a dialogue with me in public because I would utterly destroy you, dude. I would utterly destroy you. It wouldn't even be close, dude. And everybody watching this knows that's true. Shanny, if you knew how close you are to being the new drag, you don't even know. And let me clarify what I mean by that. Okay? You are close to being a person that how can I put this? I have these new ways of making videos now on this YouTube channel, and I'm about to have some fun with you because I didn't appreciate what you guys said. I didn't appreciate that one bit. And now I'm going to have me some fun at your expense. God is punishing you. He is judging you. He is punishing you. And Shanny, before you start making your YouTube videos talking about God and his character and how you know him and all this other stuff and whatnot, while also claiming to be LGBTQ and all this other stuff and whatnot, claiming to be a IQ higher than most presidents or whatever, or as high as presidents or whatever, before you start, listen to me. Cut the YouTube shenanigans, cut the performance art, cut the baloney, and say something with some substance. This is me making this video. I can only imagine what Vec would have said about this. My goodness gracious. Evangelist Ken would have told me, gee, you should have never, you know what I mean? I already know what the church is going to say about this. I already know. I don't even want to hear it because they're right. Before you even say it, you were right. You were right. I shouldn't have took that house. I should have had nothing to do with them. Even the atheists were like, no, man, you don't want to do this, man. You don't want to do it. You know, I'm like, yeah, you're a knuckleheads. You're atheists. You're dumb. God don't. You people claim God don't exist. Why should I listen to you idiots? And then I walk into this. And I still can't get this egg off my face. So Rev, that woman is not your wife. Okay? As a matter of fact, Rev, when is she going to become your wife? It don't cost a lot to go to town or go to the city and go get married. Why didn't you marry her in Boulder, Colorado when you had all of that money? Why didn't you marry her when you came to Pennsylvania? Why don't you marry her now? You want to know why? Do you want to know why? I said this in a previous video. I'm saying today. You don't love her. She don't love you. You both hate each other. You're using each other until one of you get back on your feet so you can just book. And by the way, Miss Shanny girl, you know, girlfriend, you ain't never leaving that room doing what you're doing on Twitch. Ain't gonna happen. The only way you're gonna get a job, if you go out there and fill out an application, get a resume, you don't get a referral or something like that. Or you're gonna be living there for pretty much the rest of your life until somebody pities you and let you live on their couch or something. Or you go to a homeless shelter, because that's what's coming soon. No more internet for you. Your internet retirement is imminent. It's any day now. See ya. Trust me, I'm going to be throwing a party when that happens. But anyway, and I'm talking about a party when you retire from social media, when you don't have no access to a computer or nothing until you get off your behind and go get a job. I will lead the way in the celebration. But anyway, let's take a look at this next piece of thing that I want to show everybody here real quick. Let me make sure that this is it here. So I did a little bit of work. I didn't do a lot. I just typed something in Google. I want to show everybody this here real quick. I didn't do no real extensive research or anything like that. I'll let you all take a look at what I found. If you just go on Google and you look for jobs of people with mental disabilities, notice I didn't say anything about physical disabilities. Shanny don't got no physical disability. Shanny suffers from being lazy. She suffers from being lazy. Lacking motivation, lacking ambition. That's what you suffer from, Shanny. You ain't got no cancer. You ain't got no blood clots. Repent of your stupidity and get a job. Now, all I did is I went on Google. Real simple. It took me less than 1 minute, Shanny. Online jobs for people with mental handicaps. For people with mentally handy. Oh, Lord. That's y'all gonna make fun of me on this one. Online jobs for people with mentally handicapped. I meant to put people who are mentally handicapped. Ay, caramba, pizza pasta. But anyway, you can go here, behavioral health jobs, easy jobs for mentally disabled. Okay, and if you click on it, I'm sure you'll be able to find something. All right, and you and your man are mentally disabled. Yep, you are. And I have a diagnosis for you. Dr. G-Man is going to give you a diagnosis. You suffer from an acute case of laziness, slothfulness, fatness, lack of motivation, lack of ambition. Sounds like you have homeless-itis, because that's what you're going to be if you don't start working soon. You played me, Shanny. You played me pretty good. And you was almost successful. You played me. You played me real good. Your goal was to move in that place, not do anything but destroy the place. Pray that I pay all of the bills, and then I would pity you and give you back that house. That was your goal. That was your master plan. Oh, you know G-Man. You know everything about G-Man. Let this serve as an example to people out there who claim they know me. Let this serve as an example that you had better do your whole. Well, actually, come and think about it. Let me not brag about that. You want to know why? Because if it wasn't for several videos that was being made on YouTube, if it wasn't for actually that YouTube channel, believe it or not, the one I'm mad about, if it wasn't for that YouTube channel, if it wasn't for Shanny getting on, Shanny going, if Shanny would have never went off. Think about this a minute. This is what's scary. If Shanny never went off and said that I gave her a death sentence, if she never went off, she would still be getting money from me right now. If these people never made these videos, you know, and the fact that I gotta get on YouTube and say this is absolutely ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. So I guess the reaction people do have a purpose. I still think they're taking it overboard, but they do have a purpose. And the purpose is to warn as many people as possible about that slut and about her con artist boyfriend. Now, is Rev a victim? Oh, absolutely he's a victim. He got involved with a black widow. Hint, 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 hint. Hey, Rev, you better hope you don't got a life insurance policy on you. Remember who you're with. Maybe she's trying to get you depressed on purpose so she can collect if you actually do something to yourself. Talking to you, Rev, get all the noise and the people that is watching this. You need to find out if she has a life insurance policy on you. Maybe she has invested interest in you having a breakdown and something happening to you. You better go look into that. That woman took everything from you, dude. Talking about me? She took everything from you, dude. All your money went on, listen to me, a large portion of your money went on weed, video games, lightsabers, a vehicle, losing it in the stock market, according to what you told me. Actually, no. Not even 1% went on generosity. I'm sorry. Not even one. I think it was like 0.00002% on generosity of people online or whatever. Very teeny weeny amount compared to what he claimed he had. They spent their money on a bunch of stupid stuff, and now they want everybody on YouTube, people to whom they never did nothing for. They're expecting everybody on YouTube to take care of them. Listen to me. If they got that one person that's willing to feed them and give them water and everything and whatnot, that's all fine and well. But all I'm saying to that one person is make sure that you tell them to get a job. And it's as simple as that. Make sure you tell them to get a J.O.B. Tell them to get a job. They ain't going to do it, but just tell them to get a job anyway. And then you'll understand how I feel. But Rev's too dumb to look into this stuff. He's not smart enough to start thinking, well, what if she does have a life insurance policy on me? So again, Shanny, let's just recap real quick. Your man threw away your clothes, not me. That bag was outside long before I threw you guys out of there. And unlike you, Shanny, when I threw you out, I was still feeding you, spoiling you, and making sure you had a roof over your head. I wasn't getting high on $1,000 weed sticks, showing my big fat behind everybody on YouTube. You know what I did? I did something for myself, and I got back on my feet. I started working, and you know what? I got on my feet, and ta-da! I want to know when you guys are going to start working. I want to know when you guys are going to start doing something for yourselves. That's what I want to know. Now, for the people that are watching, that are just here to laugh at me, I hope you got your laugh on. For the people that are here and are listening to this because you wanted a little bit more information, that's all fine and well. For the people that are watching this and is astonished but that G-Man actually listens. I've always told you I listen. It just takes a while with me sometimes when people don't show me anything concrete. You know what I mean? But like I said, if she never made that video, I'm telling you, I would still be giving her money right now. If she never made that video claiming I gave her a death sentence, she would still be receiving money right now. Mark my words, she would still be receiving it. I would still have my doubts in my head. I would still have my thoughts in my head, but they would still be getting their money. I had to get a refund. You know what? I'm going to actually get a little bit of pleasure on this one. Okay? Shanny, see, this is what you didn't know, Shanny. This is what you didn't know. The next time I was going to see you, I had another bag for you. But this bag wasn't just like me. I had it was a lot less. It was like maybe 10 Delta 8s. But I had games in there that I was going to give you for your PS5. And let me tell you, I enjoyed going to get my money back. I enjoyed it. I bought that controller, Rev, and I got my money back. Y'all know me well enough to know when you messed up. If it wasn't for me, and you want to know what's embarrassing about this, Shanny? You want to know what's embarrassing about this? Your youngest boy, the youngest one, for all the stamps that you was getting every month, for all the food stamps that you was getting every month, if it wasn't for me, they would have took those kids from you a long time ago. Allow me to elaborate on what I mean by this. When kids get to be a certain way, they talk. If they're hungry too long, they ain't got clothes too long, they start getting mentally whatever too long, everyone in the neighborhood is going to know about it. If it wasn't for me coming over there and cheering them up, if it wasn't for me going over there and taking the food that you bought and actually feeding your boys because you was too lazy to do it yourself. Yes, I use your food, Shanny, to feed your boys because you and your man was too interested in talking about Chantel and Booty Beauty. If it wasn't for me going over there and counseling your oldest boy, trying to give him some self-esteem. If it wasn't for me, they'd have took them kids from you way, way sooner. And we both know that. And it wasn't because you couldn't get up. It wasn't because you couldn't get up, because you know them blood clots with your feet not being elevated. You want to know why? You want to know why you didn't do it? Like I said, you were too interested in what was going on social media. Social media is your life. When y'all see her getting angry and punching the laptop and she ain't doing all of that stuff because y'all attacking her life. She could care less about y'all attacking her life. Tell you a little secret about Shanny. Shanny don't care about you people attacking her life. That's her goal. She gets views. She becomes famous when you attack her life. What she don't want you doing is attacking her social media status. She don't want you attacking her being on social media. She's a female bright king. She don't care if you love her, and she don't care if you hate her. She could care less. She will work that crowd. The views are going up. Come on, let's pretend like we're actually let me get them angry. Let me do this so I can get more views and more views and more views and more views. Meanwhile, Mommy, we hungry. Mommy, we need this. Mommy, we need this. Rev just wants a little bit of attention. Rev just wants to sit down and actually just play his game. He could care less about you two. I would go over there and see the strangest things. She'd wake up early in the morning. Oh my God! Do you know what Jesse Lee Peterson said? 7 o'clock in the morning. Nobody cares at 7 o'clock in the morning what Jesse Lee Peterson said. And like it was like breaking news. They had that big TV, and you can see YouTube on the big TV. She had a little laptop there. They had a laptop on the dresser, and they was getting like the breaking news. Oh, did you know that Snoop Dogg's a Christian? Smoking weed. Yo, my dog, Snoop Dogg's a Christian. Yeah. Biting my tongue, not saying nothing. I eventually did say something. You know, G-Man, you're very judgmental. And you want to know what? The Lord rebuke you, G-Man. A lot of you have never met these two in person. If you meet them, you'll understand the impersonations. You know what, G-Man? It's best if you just stay out of our business, stay out of our relationship. 10 minutes later, hey, G-Man, what do you think, G-Man? Don't you think I'm entitled to those potato chips? Didn't you buy them for everybody? I had to go over there and explain it to adults. These potato chips are for you, and these potato chips are for you. These belong to the kids. Hey, kids, y'all better go eat that before they see it. Y'all better go eat it right now. Y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. I'm pretty sure one day Shanny will get those kids to get on here and have them lie or whatever. But I'll wait until they turn 18 to confront them. You know what I mean? 18 or 21 years old or whatever. But the bottom line is at the end of the day, they had the audacity. They had the audacity. G-Man, do you really want to see those kids be homeless? You know, G-Man, you need to send some money because those kids are really hungry. Just start burping. G-Man, listen to me, G-Man. I'm hungry. But you want to know what, brother? You did so much for us. Just give me a Red Bull. A sugar-free Red Bull. That's all I want. Oh, yeah, and this big thing of peanut butter. That's all I want. You don't want no chicken? No, G-Man. You want a sandwich? No, G-Man. All you wanted this big thing of peanut butter. That's all you wanted was peanut butter. And then you wonder why you're so scrawny. Shanny don't give you rice. She doesn't give you chicken. She doesn't give you steak. She doesn't give you potatoes. She don't give you zucchini. She don't give you any real sustenance. She don't give you no food. She might have a little bit at the uncle place. When y'all came over there, I ain't never see her down there cooking nothing. I see y'all break the stove. Y'all destroyed the Keurig I gave you. I was really angry about that one when they broke the Keurig. I ain't even had that Keurig a couple of months and they broke it. There's some coffee drinking people. Rev's got an addiction to Red Bull, peanut butter, and Delta 8. She didn't help him. She got him off of one problem and put him on a new one. Didn't you? And Shannon, you're probably wondering, man, if I could have just got him on Delta 8, if I could have just got G-Man to try it one time, he would be just like us. And no, you didn't get me one time. Yeah, I kept saying I was going to. I never did. Praise the Lord. And thank God I didn't. You know what I mean? And I ain't get involved with none of that stuff. Got sense. I saw what the heck was going on there. Well, at least I had my own suspicions. I couldn't prove any of it. Because if I would have got on YouTube and said this, this, and this, G-Man, where's your proof? I can't prove it. But all you can see it now, obviously. So, you know what I mean? With all these different videos. So back then I couldn't prove it. Not unless I was actually secretly recording things, but I got text messages to prove just how much Shanny loves to use that N-word, man, and keep bringing that up. G-Man destroyed my YouTube career. All you guys got to do is go look at what happened during the time when she dealt with me, when she called me the N-word. She caught a lot of slack with that. And I believe what this other person said on YouTube, she only gave me the house for PR reasons. You know what I mean? Well, actually, she gave me, one of the reasons she gave it to me was the PR, because she wanted to be reaccepted by the people on YouTube. I mean, think about it. She got all these people watching her that can give her money, but they won't do it because they think she's a racist. So she's blaming all that stuff on me. But if you go look at what happened with her in Life of the Free Spirit, I forget this lady's channel. It's on my other phone. I think her name is Carrie, Carrie. I think that's her name. I think her channel is Carrie. Because I've been watching a lot of her commentary. She ain't a fan of me, that's for sure. She don't like me. But at least she's somewhat fair when she's talking about this stuff. But she was talking about Shanny and everything and whatnot. And she did a pretty good job at exposing her, at least I think. Anyway, so and one of these channels, I think it was a lady who has ears like this. And she has shorts like all the way up to here, and she has like big thighs or whatever on this cartoon figure. And then that's where I was reminded when she was dealing with the Life of the Free Spirit, and she was using the N-word all the time, and said she wasn't sorry for it. She wasn't ashamed of it. And then she wonders why her YouTube career was destroyed. Her YouTube career was destroyed because she thought because she had money, she can get on social media and say whatever she wanted. She forgot that this was social media. Listen to me. I said a lot of stuff on YouTube. Can none of you claim I said anything that triggered people like that? The whole world got triggered when she started doing that. It wasn't just me no more. The whole world got triggered. The whole world got triggered. I ain't destroyed your career. You destroyed your career. You destroyed your life when you decided to leave 4 air conditioners on in that house, not even take this man's driver's license, not even turn anything off. You let the house cold turkey. I drove all the way to Boulder because you know he's got so much money that all you got to do is write a check and to solve all of his problems. No, Shanny, the world doesn't work that way. Okay, y'all went all the way to Boulder, Colorado. Y'all got high every day. You got arrested like a bunch of idiots because you don't know the laws in the state that you're living in. Then you're going out there teasing people for being poor, calling people the N-word and everything. No, you destroyed your own career, honey. You destroyed your career. I didn't do anything. And the only reason you gave me back that, and I'm sorry, Rev, I'm talking to you now. Because, you know, Shanny, you have to have something to give somebody something. And to this very day, the only thing I think you ever gave me that came out of your pocket, to the best of my knowledge, was a couple of Little Debbie cakes. I'm talking about something that Rev had nothing to do with. He ain't had no money or whatever. You literally went on your EBT card and you gave me a couple of Little Debbie cakes. So let's get to the man of the hour, Rev. Okay? I forgot what I was going to say. But anyway, so Rev, y'all went all the way to Boulder, Colorado. Y'all destroyed y'all lives. Y'all came back to PA. You gave me the house, Rev. You gave it to me, Rev. Just so that you can destroy the place and try to get me to give it right back to you. You remember how that place looked before you and Shanny came back there? All that hard work I went through. Yeah, all that high grass. I got to show you guys these pictures of how high that grass was. I did a lot of work. Okay? I had a back spasm over cleaning up that place. They moved back in there. First of all, my family wasn't happy. They made some predictions that came to pass, and I looked really stupid. I don't know. With these two, I end up looking stupid a lot lately. I don't know. It's rare because the Hebrew Israelites can't do it. The atheists can't do it. But these two is pretty successful at making me look stupid. But I can hear the reaction people now on that one. But anyway, okay. At least not the way they're doing it or the way they did it. Because I got suckered on multiple occasions. Y'all just don't know. They told me one time there was no food, and I went over there. This was a recent video. This was a video. What is this? October? September? It was either in June or July. They was getting on here saying they had no food. I believe this was before Rev got arrested. They had no food. There was nothing in the house. Everybody was suffering. And I know what I bought. And I know what I left there. I go down there, spent all this money for Uber. Came down there and said, Rev, let's get ready to go shopping. And I go in that refrigerator and I open it up. And you better believe I gave them a tongue lashing. Have you guys ever seen them Sabrett hot dogs? The ones that when you get like 40 or 50 in a pack like that. Okay? It was a big pack of that still in the refrigerator. Yet they claimed they went through all the cabinets, which they didn't, because there was powdered milk, there was cereal, there was a whole bunch of other stuff. You know, I think when they said that they was hungry, they wanted preferential food. They wanted preferential food. And Rev, let me show you something here. I'll be right back. I want to show you all something here. This is another thing that I want to address regarding them. I'm sorry, guys. I tripped over my wire. Make sure nothing happened with the computer. Hold on a minute. Okay, give me 1 second. I want to show you guys something here. Hold on. I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see this. Hold on a minute. Okay, here we go. Guess what I'm going to eat tonight, Rev? Let me show you something here, dude. Look what I'm going to eat tonight. I'm going to eat me some oodles and noodles by choice. And I'm going to eat this and be thankful. I'm going to pray over this. And I'm going to eat this and I'm going to give God thanks. Now, I have other food in there that is way more nutritious than this salty stuff. But I give God thanks that I have it because it's something. It's something. Told him there ain't no food there. There was oodles and noodles there. There was hot dogs there. You guys got on the internet and you lied to everybody and told everybody you ain't had no food. But when I went over there, I was like, wait a minute. Dude, you don't see this big thing of bread right here. You don't see the hot dogs there. You don't see the oodles and noodles. You don't see the milk there. I can't wait until Rev finally one of them leave each other so they can go on these channels and confirm what I'm saying. I can't wait. I can't wait. Y'all gonna see I'm not lying. Y'all gonna see I'm telling the truth. I give God thanks for anything I get to eat. Because it's very easy for people to say, you want to know what? I ain't got it. You got to make do with what you got. I never forgot where I came from. The problem with people like you, Rev, you grew up with a silver spoon in your mouth, dude. Everything was just given to you. You never had to work for it before. Well, guess what? Now you got to go out there and work for it. Just like everybody else out there. Shanny, ain't no more people. Let me tell you something. You will never find another person like Rev a day in your life. Okay? It ain't gonna happen. Okay? Get that out your head. You're not going to be able to make enough money on YouTube to move out of the place you're in. Okay? The only way you're going to get out of there, if Rev's uncle pities you and lets you come back there or whatever, he gives you a certain amount of money or whatever and allows you to move, if he can sell that place or whatever, you know what I mean? Or somebody gets you a lump sum and you decide you're not going to smoke it up and you be responsible. But how are you going to pay the rent from month to month? Social Security. Aren't you guys the main ones saying the system's about to crash? Aren't you guys the main ones saying that Armageddon's about to hit? That the sun's about to become blood red and all this other stuff and whatnot? At some point, you two lazy heifers are going to have to go out there and go get a job. Same way that you guys said in this other video that I had to get a job. Why is it okay for everybody else to get a job, but then you can't? Do you see what God has done to you? Do you see where God has put you? Do you see what the Lord is teaching you? Look at what everybody on YouTube's been doing. They're God's instrument. Rebuking you, humbling you, and reminding you. The worst thing that could possibly happen right now, Rev, is that $1 million drop on your lap. You want to know why? You'll go back to doing the exact same things that you was doing before you got that $1 million. What you got to do, sir, you have to learn the value of a dollar. And some of us got to bust our rear ends to get one. Some of us make $100 an hour. Some people, Drags bragged about it quite a few times, $29 an hour. We have other people out there that make $50 an hour. You got like people like Nate the lawyer that makes that in a couple of minutes. You got people out there that are really worth something on here. Even his YouTube career. It wasn't like Drag just sat here, pushed the button, and everything just happened. He had to get on here. He had to make a little group. He had to actually make his videos. He had to do something. It's like everybody else does. No more handouts, dudes. You sat there and made fun of the EBT cards. Guess who's using an EBT card? You sat there and you made fun of African Americans. Bet you wish you wasn't doing that now. You went on there, you talked about how your IQ was up there with the president's. Although I can't understand how your IQ is so high and you be this dumb. I don't know. Because a smart person would go get a job. Even the presidents know that. This is not a nervous laugh. This is just me wishing I could have just did things a little bit different, knowing what I know. But you know what? You live and you learn. That's the only way we grow and we learn. But in closing, Rev, I want to show you something here. Nothing big, something rather small. There was a rumor going around saying that I was selling these games and whatnot, and they were saying that that I was giving you guys money. I didn't see you guys get on here and deny anything. I showed the $2 I sent you telling you to come to the house, and they already know about the Veckle and all that other stuff and whatnot. Everybody already knows about that now, right? But I was playing this today. This is one of a few little things that was left there that I use for my personal enjoyment. There is an air fryer there. That is yours. There is a microwave. I have no idea who gave you that thing, but there's a microwave there. That's yours. There's an air fryer there. That is yours. If you do not claim it by Tuesday, somebody at the incinerator authority is going to be claiming it because I'm going to throw it in the garbage. Now, if you can get that spatula and use it to get your behind up out of that lazy bed of yours, and you can go over there and get it, that would be greatly appreciated. I can have somebody over there open the door for you so you can go there and get it, and then you can make your way out of my house. Don't worry, Rev. The new owner will appreciate it. The new owner won't call it a piece of garbage. The new owner will give God thanks that he has it. The new owner will not follow your example or the example of the slut that you sleep with every single day. And the reason why I can get away with calling her a slut is because that woman is constantly flirting with other people on the internet. And you're too stupid to do anything about it. You shaved your head because you flirted with a scam artist or a fake on Facebook. Make her shave her head for what she said to me, Drag, certain Miss Drag, and other females here on YouTube. Truthfully, Trisha, Foodie Beauty, yes, even Foodie Beauty. And if Burnt Toast ever cuts her camera on, probably Burnt Toast. Shanny's never seen her before. So, oh man, that woman flirts with all these women on YouTube. And Shanny, you better pray. When I go into these archives, I can't prove you flirted with certain people back in the Great Debate days. Because if I can prove it, this video is nothing compared to what I'll show. But I'm trying very hard to find it. I don't even think these reaction people are aware of what I'm talking about. There's a reason why Sabella was stabbing that table or whatever, and there was other people that was accusing her of these things. I don't know if Sabella was accusing Shanny or not, but I do know that Shanny has a history of flirting with other people on here. Your wife. Tell me something, Rev. Is your wife wholesome? Is she pure, like the new day sun, or like snow in the morning? Is it like, how pure is your wife, Rev? Before you get mad at me for saying the things that I'm saying about her, wasn't it you who said that when you had sex with her, nobody would want you because your manhood was sterile and disgusting? That was what you said. Them being there and smelling the stench, I can understand. I can totally understand. I can also understand why you got to be high before you can do anything with her. Gee, man, that was mean. That was totally unnecessary. Go watch this video in the beginning of this video and go look at what they said. Before anybody get on here and start getting on my case about me being a Christian, saying the things that I'm saying and whatnot, you take a look at the beginning of this video and you go look at that video, what I'm talking about on Twitch. No, not on Twitch. I'll give you the YouTube channel. It was, it's called Shanny for Christ Get a Job. This was done October the 4th in 2022. So this was done a couple of days ago. And he had 600 and well, I'm actually 694. So he has 694 subscribers. And no, I don't agree with everything that I hear on that, but I'm glad I saw that video. And that one video is going to remind me of what my attitude needs to be. Anytime I get weak and I'm getting ready to send them money, that video I'm going to take a look at. And I'm going to see if I can find more videos with her talking about work and all this other stuff and whatnot, telling everybody to get a job, talking about how rich she is and how expensive her. And by the way, Shanny, I got a little trick for you. All that makeup that you had, that you claimed that G-Man took, because, I'm not a woman. I don't use makeup. I'm a man. That makeup that you was bragging about over there in that makeup that you were bragging about over there in Boulder, Colorado, is being used by the rats and the roaches at the incinerator authority because I didn't want it. All of them smelly sweaters and them clothes that you guys completely never took to the laundromat. Did you guys know I did their laundry one time? That I took their clothes to the laundromat? I took their clothes to the laundromat. I had to do it. That's not my woman. Those aren't my kids. And that's not my family. But I went out there and I did a laundry. I did a laundry. Because, well, actually, let me stop here because then y'all going to start calling me sexist. So I'll stop there. All I know is that wasn't my job. All I know is that was not my job. That job rested on somebody else. I shouldn't have had to do that. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here. Y'all be careful when y'all listen to Shanny. For those of you who got weak like me and want to help them and whatnot, listen to me. Ain't nothing wrong with helping people. Make them to get a job first. Okay, they're lying to you about them not being able to do nothing. If Rev can drive from the place that he's at to the gas station or to somewhere else, then he can do Uber. G-Man, the insurance. Then you can do car service. I don't want to do car service. That's just too bad. You need to do car service. People will pay you $10 to drive them around. $10, Rev. Yes. Some of us work for $10. You might be able to get 15 if you go pretty far. It's funny saying this to him because this dude used $15 as toilet paper at one time in his life. But now, $15 is everything to him now. If he gets $15, he's holding it for dear life. And he got to be careful telling Shanny. I keep telling him, if you get 15, tell Shanny you got 3. Put the rest of that money in your pocket. But, he don't listen because he got to tell her everything. Except for when he flirted with these girls when he went to the convenient market and when he went to the store, he went to these other places. You know what I mean? She gonna sit there and say G-Man's lying. Shanny, listen to me. You want proof? When you finally get out that bed, okay? Now, I think only me, you, and a few other people in the live chat are gonna know what I'm talking about. The convenient market down the street, you go in there and you ask them, has this man ever flirted with anybody in there? And after that, there's another shop, not that far from there. It's by a laundromat on I think that's Boulevard Avenue, and that's Olivant Boulevard. Yeah, on Boulevard Avenue. And there's a little Indian lady there. Go in there and ask him, has he ever flirted with her? Then after that, there's a gas station that he usually goes to. We both know about that. Why don't you go in there and ask him, has he ever flirted with anybody in there? Then after that, when you go into Giant and Jerry's and a few other places that we've been to, including Walmart, go see, has he ever flirted with any of them? Go see. And you'll see what I'm talking about. He tells you almost everything. The biggest liar you know is sleeping in the bed with you. Both of you. Rev, the biggest liar you know is Shanny. And Shanny, the biggest liar you know is Rev. I know a lot more than both of you think I do. When I say I want to mind my business, though, I try my best. Keep me out of your affairs. I don't want to hear this because if I start giving you my opinions and give you some advice, you're not going to like it because we come from 2 different worldviews. You ain't going to like it. Don't come to me for advice and ask me what I think about stuff if you don't really want to hear it. Because every time I do it, well, I think you should stay out of our business, G-Man, because, you're totally immature. And you're a sexist pig. You know that? Hey, Shannon, you want some Delta 8? Oh, I love you, brother. You're just the best thing on God's green earth. It's too bad just me and Rev got together. Because if it wasn't for Rev, me and you would totally have like 90 kids. The heck out of here. And the proof of that is her kids calling me daddy. Just remember that. So anyway, I'm going to wrap this video up here. Let's see what you guys are saying on the live chat. Yes, he flirts and he stinks and he knows full well he stinks and he flirts. Some people are just polite. If they were being blunt, they would tell him to go take a shower and to wash his jacket or whatever that thing is that he wears. You know what I mean? And he would tell him to wash that, put some deodorant on, bathe. Some shampoo, get a good lather. Then you go out there and you flirt. Somebody wants to know. I don't know who's paying for it. I honestly don't, because I'm not, and I'm not going to. Even if they get thrown out tonight, I'm not paying for nothing. I refuse to. I'm not paying for nothing. I think Megan's paying for it. I can find out. All I got to do is call. I can call her number. In fact, let me see if her number's on my phone. I'll prove to you that I got. Because it's either on this phone or it's my old phone. Because I haven't had this phone that long. So give me a second here. Let me see if her number's still in this thing. Because I think I can get in trouble by giving, because she works for the government. So they claim that she's CPS. So that's why I call her CPS. So give me a second here, Megan. Okay, what about CPS? No, it's on one of my emails. It's on my It's probably on GTV. I have to check my GTV. I would give that the drag, but I think I can legitimately get in trouble with that. So, and I don't need to be doing that. Yeah. The caseworker talked to me on multiple occasions. The caseworker was responsible for getting the light on in her name, and they was paying Shanny's bill for her. Well, at least that's what they said before they cut it off. They gave them food. They was getting food support. That's why a lot of times they were saying that they didn't need food. See, they would tell you guys one thing on YouTube, and then they would tell me another thing in person. On YouTube, they're telling you they don't got no food, and then I'll show up and they're like, oh, no, CPS blesses us with food. What we need is medication, tobacco, and, because our nerves. And then Shanny would just show me this. Look at my hand, G-Man. Look at my hand. Now I understand that's her body needing the dependency. See, if Shanny can get put in the institution for at least 90 days and get clean, I think she will be able to be a level-headed thinking person. But because she got so much of that stuff in her blood, she's going to constantly use him to lie for her to get medication. They don't need no medication. They need jobs. I don't think they went to a church and got help. I think it's that lady Megan helping them. I think that lady Megan is helping them. Because there's two of them. There's Megan and there's another lady who says that she's from CPS or whatever. And there is the slight chance that they're not there. There is the slight chance that they're somewhere else. Because Rev claims he has this friend that says he was going to help. And if he's at that friend's house, then I don't even know why they're asking for medication, since that friend is also hooked too. So I don't pay them no mind with that no more. Isabella, they didn't even go to the food banks. Rev refused to go to a food bank. And they give away clothes, they give away food. He won't do it today. He won't do it tomorrow. The last video I did, I showed the locations of where they're at. They're not going to go to none of the places. All they care about is Delta 8. Delta 8 is their Lord and Savior. That's all they care about. They get a little bit of EBT for their their stamps or whatever. I think they get half. Well, no, they don't get no half. They get one something. They get one something. And you want to know why that EBT don't last? Because they're constantly going to the convenient mart. Anybody shopping to get their direct food from the convenient mart needs to be smacked directly in their mouth and have blood gushing out. That's how stupid you are for doing that. Okay? I went over there one time and I called myself. I said, I'm not paying this amount. $50 for like 4 or 5 items. You must be crazy. You must be crazy. You go to the supermarket, you spend like maybe $15. They charge way too much money at the convenient mart. But they were too lazy to go to the regular supermarket. Well, you know what? They're going to have to, because if they don't, I hear the concrete around this time of year is pretty cold. You know what I mean? So it's either going to be Shanny or it's going to be Rev, but somebody's got to get up and do some work. Or Shanny's going to do a live stream and throw him out. She's not going to waste that. She's going to try to get as many views as possible. She'll probably get 1 million views if she do a stream throwing him out. You're telling him to get a job or get out. And then that'd be the day that you'll see Rev on Drag's channel or something like that explaining his side. But it's coming. It's going to come sooner than a lot of you think. If I know Shanny. Yeah, the dollar store wasn't even that far from them. The dollar store in the car was about 7 minutes away. It's about 7 minutes away. So they won't even get up, do nothing for themselves. They're expecting all of you out there to take care of them now. Good luck with that, by the way, guys, because I'm done. All right. They broke me enough. You know what I mean? I stopped that mess before bankruptcy came. So not messing with those guys no more. That's it. And it's a good thing somebody made a YouTube video, by the way, where I think it was David Anthony or David Weiser, where he said that Shanny spent all of Rev's money and whatnot. Now she's coming for me. I saw that video long before I started picking up all of this. And I immediately dismissed it because it came out of Dave's mouth. I didn't hear Beckel say it. I didn't hear a friend on here say it. I heard Dave say it, and I didn't like Dave. So when he said it, I immediately dismissed it. The moment it comes out of the mouth, and then I would have been like, the moment it came out of a mouth of somebody I respected on here, it'd have been different. But you know what? Looking at the final events before I kicked them to the curb, it shows that the man was right. That's why Shanny's angry at me. Shanny's not mad at me because I made a promise and I'm sorry that I told them I was going to help them. I ain't doing it. That ain't why she mad. She mad because she wanted her scam to go through so that they can guilt me into giving them back that house again. Shanny, do you still claim to know me, Shanny? Or are you coming to the conclusion that you never knew me? I told you day one, I am not Rev. Day one. And your mother said it best. Your mother was on point. And that was just the beginning of the things that you would have had to do. You would have came to me and I'd have sniffed you and you would have smelled. No. How you doing, dog? I gotta go, man. I'm sorry, man. My stomach is bothering me. I'm sorry, I can't do it. No. Oh yeah, she almost ain't good enough. Almost ain't good enough. So anyway, guys. Oh, guess what I could have did for this stream? I forgot. I got an announcement that I want to make. This channel's monetized now. I don't know nothing about a super chat, so I got to go watch like 20 videos on how to do that. If who's out here? If you're on Skype and you can send me a quick video and show me how to enable those things, that'd be good. But aside from that, if you don't lose no sleep over it. I've been doing this for free since I got on here, and I'll probably continue to do this for free. Don't care. Not on here for that, man. But Rev, I do appreciate. Although this needs to be wiped down a little bit more, but I do appreciate this, dude. I'm going to be rocking this tonight, that's for sure. This and my other Game Boys and Game Boy Advances and my Nintendos and all that other stuff and whatnot. Greatly appreciate it. Talking about somebody sold these and gave you the money, please. If I took this to GameStop, they would give me $1. Give me a break, dude. This is a Game Boy SP. The only way I'm going to get any money for this, is if I go on eBay or Amazon or something. Give me a break. Don't laugh at me if I go in there with this. Give me a break. Yes, I did smell it. It has like a. How can I describe this? It smells like tobacco because I got all the cat smell off of it. Because at first it was cat pee, but now this one smells like cigarette ashes, like a deep cigarette ash. You know what I mean? So I have to wipe it down with some alcohol wipes a little bit more. All right, guys. So I'm gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna go to my outro. I'll try to do another video again. I gotta get dragged, and I keep saying I'm gonna do this and I haven't because he hasn't contacted me via Skype yet. I gotta give him these text messages, and when you read this stuff, like I said, he needs to put a trigger warning on that because Shanny got a mouth on her, and you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, later. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me put that famous outro out there. Hold on. Give me something to eat after this. Hold on. Later.